Daith da Ewinakan. Welcome to podcast number 36. Well, I'm here again with my mate Ter Rowe. We had a fantastic chat last week, and we've got some more memories, so I thought we'd split it up into two podcasts. So I think we left it last week. Ter had just got his call-up papers. So here we go. Well, hello again, Ter. I think last time we got as far, I think you was down Mother's and the envelope come with your call-up papers. Is that right?
Yeah.
Right. So where did you have to go then? Was it in Bodmin Barracks or where did you go for training?
Yeah, Bodmin Barracks, yeah.
All right, yeah. Was there many other bridgers that went in the same time or?
Not really.
No.
I didn't recognise any, not what I call local people.
No.
Not that I've been working with, whatever. Yeah, I had to go up North Road Station.
Yeah.
Or Bodmin General in it now.
Yeah.
And then this representatives from the army would meet us on the station.
Yeah.
And walk us through the big gates.
Yeah.
On Bodmin Barracks.
Yeah.
I thought, I'm walking like in Auschwitz or something like that.
Yeah.
Massive. Anyhow, I followed this guy in, because it was Teddy Boy era, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Back then.
Yeah.
This big tall guy in front of me, blue draped suit, trousers like 12-inch bottoms.
Yeah.
He had a massive set of hair, all twisted up here and down his back. I mean, I like a Teddy Boy, but I couldn't dress like one.
No.
Anyhow, walked through the gate with him. I followed in. I thought, don't know much about here. We got settled in, and we done all sorts of training, whatever. And I met up with this guy. He was called Dick Kelson, chap from Bristol.
All right.
Or Bath, he was. And we got very friendly. And, we sort of teamed up together, really, because I found out his marriage was the same day as me.
Yeah.
He had a son the same age as mine.
Yeah.
So we got on well together. So we done our basic training, 11 weeks basic training.
Yeah.
And then we had a fortnight off to go back into barracks again for posting to Gibraltar.
Get away.
Yeah. So anyhow, as we finished our parade on the passing out parade, I had someone from the RSM. I had to report to the company office.
Right.
To have a word with the company commander. All right. That's trouble.
Yeah.
Anyhow, got in front of her. He was congratulating me. I thought, well, what's all this for? I've done nothing. He said, you've been selected to go away on NCO's training.
All right.
I said, oh. I said, where's that to then? He said, up in Shrewsbury, up in Shropshire.
Right.
I said, well, what did that entail? He said, you'll be away for 2 months.
Okay.
He said, it's a 2-month course.
Yeah.
He said, it's a hard course.
Yeah.
But he said, the only problem is you can't have a fortnight's leave. You'll have to give up a week of your leave.
Oh, no.
Lovely. And that's what I done. And I come back then as an NCO.
Cool.
And I said, well, what about this posting to Gibraltar?
Yeah.
Oh, no, we can't afford to send you now because we're short of training staff for recruits.
Right.
So he said, you'll have to stay here for as long as it takes. As long as we got intakes coming in,
Yeah.
you're going to have to stay and train them.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, right. Anyhow, that's what I did. So after a little while, they promoted me then to NCO in charge of all ammunition and explosives, whatever.
Right.
Well, I don't know about a job. All my store then was right next to the guard room as you entered there. That was the ammunition store. I mean, I couldn't believe what I mean, there's all thunder flashes, grenades,
God,
rocket launchers,
get away.
rifle range, you name it.
Yeah.
I was in charge of it. So I'd say that then for a long time.
Yeah.
Then there was my mate Dick Cowson come over to me one evening. He said, we go over to Naffy for a drink. I said, yeah, we'll go for a pint. We never had much money.
No.
I mean, when I got joined up, but when I got my calling up papers, I had a postal order enclosed for 4 shillings in lieu of a day's pay.
Get away.
4 shillings. Anyhow, we got over and having a beer in the Naffy. He said, have you read the company notice board tonight? I said, no, I haven't. He said, I'm looking for someone to two volunteers to go away on a projection course up in Beaconsfield, up in Buckinghamshire.
Right.
A month's course. I said, what do you think? He said, well, we'd get out of the barracks, couldn't we? So we volunteered for it. And we qualified on three cinema, what do you call, cameras. 16mm and something else. Which eventually had a certificate. I could show films anywhere in Cornwall, in any of the cinemas.
Yeah.
Which I never did.
No.
So yeah, we went away on that. That was fine.
And this was the Duke of Cornwall Light Infantry, was it?
It started off as a Duke of Cornwall's Light Infantry.
Right.
Right up to 1959.
Right.
And they amalgamated then. He done away with the Duke of Cornwall's.
Right.
And changed their name to the Somerset and Cornwalls.
Oh, did they?
Light Infantry. Yeah.
Well, I never.
So I just missed it. Otherwise, I would have been in the Duke of Cornwalls.
Yeah.
But I ended up in the Somerset and Cornwalls Light
Right.
Infantry.
Yeah.
So that was fine. Anyhow, we come back. I got back on the training company again, and I was friendly with all the boys in the guard room. Regimental police and military police, whatever. And the boss in charge of me was an RSM.
Right.
Chap called Morris, he was called. Nickname Buck.
Right.
Buck Morris, right. So anyhow, he called me up there one day. And he said, you were in the building trade, I take it, before you... Yeah, I said, yes, I was. He said, do you ever do any painting and decorating? I said, oh yeah, that was part of it. I said, why are you asking? He said, I got a friend that's in charge of an old people's orphanage down Newquay.
All right, yeah.
Just down by St Mark's Hotel or on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
United Army Orphanage or something like that.
Yeah.
He said that the matron have asked if we could submit a couple of volunteers to go down and help decorate.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, I don't mind that. Yeah. So he said, that's right. And he said, do you know of anybody else? Because I said to Dick about it. He said, I can't do it.
No.
So there was a guy I was friendly with from Plymouth. He was RP in the guard room. Eddie Roberts, he was called. I said, Eddie, fancy a job, man, away from the barracks? Yeah, well, I told him. Yeah, he said, we'd do that.
Right.
So we used to do that every day. We had our own Jeep, Land Rover. I pick RSM up, drive down Newquay and go in, speak to the matron and some lovely girl assistants in there.
Yeah.
Where do you want painted today? Oh, got with the top wing, whatever it was. Well, we was there, I don't know, 3-4 months.
Get away.
Doing that. I mean, just a skive, really.
Yeah.
So that was most of that.
So when you come out of the army, you went back working for yourself, and you was also in Weybridge Fire Brigade?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
I was very friendly then with, all the firemen, really.
Yeah.
And Horace Fulford.
Yeah.
He used to work with me with Roddy Williams.
Yeah.
And he convinced me that I ought to join the fire service.
All right.
So I said, yeah, I wouldn't mind that. So he said, you're going to have a medical. I said, yeah, that's no sweat. But he said, you have to go over fire station one evening and meet the station officer,
Right.
which was George Bassett,
Oh, yes, yeah.
and have a chat with him. So anyhow, I done that. Because George, I knew George for years through the building trade.
That's right.
Well, he said, there's two things really. He said, before I grant you permission to join, he said, can you climb a ladder? I said, George, I've been roofing houses for the last 6 months. Well, show me how you climb a ladder to climb up this ladder, up the Oath Tower. Done that, oh yeah, that's no problem. At the same time, Mark Henwood,
Yeah.
he wanted to join as well.
Yeah.
So he was there as well to have an interview. So he said, there's one more thing. He said, you've got to do. I said, what's that, Dad? He said, you've got to pick up a man, fireman's lift, because we were outside fire station there then.
Yeah.
Over towards Fernley Road. He said, you're going to pick a man up there, fireman's lift, take him down to the corner, turn around, and bring him back again. I said, right, that's all right, no problem. He said, you've got to carry Mark Henwood. He was about 20 stone, wasn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Anyhow, I done that all right. He said, right, now he said, you're acceptable. He said, oh, you've got to go for your medical in Weybridge. Yeah, no sweat. So I went, back then it was Dr. Brown.
Oh, yes.
Because Weybridge, at any one time you had 3 doctors.
Right.
A Dr. Gunn,
Yeah.
a Dr. Brown, and a Dr. Haskins.
All right. Yeah.
That was the 3 doctors. And yeah, they made an appointment for me to see Dr. Brown. So, told him what was going on. Yeah, oh, you want a medical for a fire service? Yes, please, yes. Oh, I'll do all the tests. And you turn the water on, all that their business, and have a pee in the pot, whatever.
Yeah.
So he said, all right, Mr. Rowe, he said, that's fine. But he said, unfortunately, he said, I can't tell you the result tonight.
Right.
But I hope you have good years in the fire service.
Brilliant.
So that side of it was right. But I had several years in it, and I enjoyed it.
And there was no mobile phones back then. It was just the siren in town, was it? Or...
We had a siren in the Weybridge area.
Right.
And then they done away with the siren and installed bells.
Oh, right.
I had a bell in each fireman had a bell.
Oh, right.
So instead of setting the siren off, the bells would ring.
Yeah, I get it.
Night and day. Mine was under the staircase.
Yeah.
God, when he'd go off, God, you could be so deep sleep as you'd like, but he'd wake you up.
Yeah, yeah.
And you had a mad dash in to get over a fire station.
So was you restricted to whether you had to stay in town or it just...
There was covers, they called it covers.
Right.
You either get full cover, which means you could go on any shout.
Ah, right.
Because you were available.
Yeah.
3/4 cover, which you could only do so many, or half cover.
Oh, I get it, yeah.
Well, I started off full cover, and I dropped back to 3/4 because I was out of town quite a bit.
Yeah.
Didn't always work it in town.
No.
And, because I was in the fire service when I was working for Ronnie Williams, because Horace was there as well.
Yeah.
And Bert Jago, remember Bert Jago?
Yeah, very well.
He used to drive a digger.
Yeah.
Digger driver for Ronnie.
Yeah.
Big rough voice he had, didn't he?
Yeah.
I used to park up wherever I was to, drive up site, park outside when I was doing building or what. Anyhow, we went there. I had to go down in the office. Ronnie's sister was in there, Audrey.
Audrey, yeah.
So Bert come down, he said, he said to Ronnie, he says, Terry, in here? Yeah. Terry, Bert Jago wants you. Oh, all right. What's the problem, Bert? He said, I've had a bit of hiccup. I said, well, what's the matter? No. He said, I've hit your car with me digger.
Oh, no.
He said, I only just touch him. About 500 quid worth of damage. I would just touch him with a 500 pound digger. Hey, well, that sort of it, all right.
Because he used to live just along the road here.
Yeah,
Bert,
just
didn't he?
over here, yeah.
I used to see him in the mornings, and he used to say to me, "Are you tealing today?"
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He could find water. If there wasn't any there, he could find a water main. I never forget, we was out doing a job out Rumford, me and Horace and somebody else. I can't remember, George Stosky. Anyhow, he sent Bird out there to clear the site out with a massive great field, like a 6-acre field, and in the middle was a lamppost.
Right.
That's the only thing that was in there was this lamppost.
Yeah.
And by the end of the day, Bert had knocked down. He'd flattened. But he could find water and he'd pull up any water main, whatever, he'd dig up.
Oh, lovely chap. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. But good old days.
Yeah. And then you do a bit of singing?
Oh, yes. I joined the male voice choir first,
Yeah.
1989, because my brother Mike was alive then.
Yeah.
And he was a good singer. And I knew Stoner and all the others. So brother said, why don't you come on, join the choir? And well, that's fuss really. But at the same time, working for a company up Tintagel then, and got friendly with one of their guys, and he was in Tintagel choir. A chap called Ray Newt.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I thought about brother. I said, I don't believe I could go. Because I used to be in the church choir years and years ago.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I joined 1989. We were singing in here.
Oh, was he really?
At the time.
Yeah.
And Tony Turnoff was a MD, I think, at the time. Anyhow, that was fine. So I joined the choir. And I used to love it.
Yeah.
I used to love singing.
Yeah.
But previous to that, I joined up with Stoner, because we used to go over from the choir practice, we'd go over ship, have a beer, and usually have a sing. But before that, years before that, we used to go around the village over Eggsale, John Taylor, Mick Stone, brother, and somebody else. We'd sing happy birthday to different people, George Cook and people like that.
Yeah.
Old Bill Lightfoot.
Yeah.
So I was singing for a long time, and then we sang over ship and decided we would form a little syndicate. Shipwrecks.
God.
That was same time really.
Yeah.
89, 90.
God, that long. Christ.
So we've been singing all that time. We had no better, but we're still singing.
Well, you're very popular. I mean, most weekends you singing, isn't it?
We got a full program now right through the summer.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
We do a lot of charity work.
Yeah.
We charge for what we're doing, but we put it in the kitty to give to people that need it.
Yeah, brilliant.
See, all these funerals and that we do, we sing for the funeral.
Yeah.
But if they give us any money, it all goes towards charity.
Charity, yeah, fantastic.
You know, we ain't boozing that up.
No.
I mean, every year we sing 5 times for the RNLI.
Yeah.
Thousands we've made for them.
Yeah.
But we don't get any money for it.
No.
Never even had a drink out of it.
Get away. No.
Not that we want it, but we don't keep the money. The money is farmed out.
Yeah. No, that's good. I always like it if you're singing at a funeral. I like to have you on last because you clear the church.
Yeah, many times.
The Dave Bray singers, isn't it?
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Well, thank you for that, Ter. It's been absolutely brilliant. And I'm sure we'll have another catch up in perhaps the weeks and months to come and talk about other things. But I'd just like to thank you very much. So if you'd like to say goodbye to the world.
Yeah, well, thank you, David, for putting this on. I've enjoyed it.
It's been brilliant.
And I hope the people that listens to it can have the same sort of memories that I've had.
Proper job.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Ter. Well, there we go. Now, wasn't that brilliant? And I'm sure we'll have Ter on again in the future. I've got a few others up my sleeve that I'm thinking of getting on in the coming weeks. A few of them I've mentioned it to already, and some don't know nothing about it yet. But I'm hoping to get a few on. I'm just gutted that, I bet there's thousands of people I've known over the years that I wish I got on before they passed away, because 'tis brilliant just listening to the old stories of, the area kind of thing from years ago. But there we are. I know last week I didn't really talk about what had been happening over the previous days, but we did have a funeral out Port Isaac week before last. Lovely lady, born and bred in Port Isaac. She'd lived here in town for a few years and that, but returned then to Port Isaac, and she was nearly as old as the breakwaters that were built to protect the village, from the sea. And I think she was the first baby to be born after they were completed. So when we came out of St. Peter's Church, the sun was shining. I mean, we've just had brilliant weather here in Cornwall now for, a good week or more. Fantastic sunshine. So we walked down through the village. After the service, I walked in front of the hearse with Judith, the vicar, and the family walked behind. And we pulled up there on the Platte, and we just looked out to the breakwaters there for about 5 minutes. It was quite touching, really. And there was quite a few holiday makers around, kind of gawking at us, thinking, what on earth's going on here? But we knowed what we was doing, and it just felt right. And actually, while I'm talking about Port Isaac, perhaps that'll be me Cornish words for the week if I do the meaning of Port Isaac. It actually comes from the Cornish Porthisic. Porth meaning port, and Isaac, which meant corn. And back, hundreds of years ago, right the way through till when the railways come, really, Port Isaac was a very busy port for imports and exports of coal, timber, slate from Delabole, and corn. And this only really changed when the railways come. And of course, then it was easier to move goods around on land rather than in and out of the harbour, going on the sea. So that's when it all changed. And obviously they did do a bit of fishing before, but then from when the railways come, fishing then was really the main occupation in Port Isaac. And that's where the name Port Isaac comes from, Porthisic. Also last week, I was talking to me mate Toad, and it was kind of linking in really from the previous podcast when I talked about, we were doing burials on people's own land and everything. And it also links in with what Tara just said about dear old Bert Jago finding the water main. Because Toad reminded me actually that when he used to help us, when he was the gravedigger out St. Minver Way for a few years, he did actually help us. He could remember 5 times that we did burials on people's own land. And one of those times, he did find the water main, which it made me laugh when Ter said about it again with Bert this week. So, that was good having that little chat there. That brought back a few memories for me as well. And also, before I finish, I mustn't forget to mention what a horrible weekend it was last weekend for sport for us. As I might have said, Cornwall was playing their 3rd game of the county championship, and it was down Camborne against Kent. And really, whoever won was through to the final at Twickenham this weekend coming. And as I might have said, if you heard the last one, I couldn't make this one because Mabon was playing in the County Cup final against Troon down at Ale. So I didn't actually get to Camborne. And unfortunately, Cornwall lost 31-34. So we won't be going to Twickenham this weekend. We was all geared up, ready to go. But we're going to have to put that on hold to hopefully next year. And to make matters worse, with Mabon's team, with the football, they drew 1-1 after full time, still drawing after extra time, and it went to a penalty shootout, and they lost on penalties. And it was a pity, really, because I thought that Weybridge had the better chances with the woodwork, and the Troon goalkeeper, she was fantastic. She was actually player of the match, so she was definitely kept busy. But there we are. So it wasn't the best of weeks, really, for sport, but there we have it. And I got a lovely little saying, actually. We did have a funeral down Newquay this week in the Catholic Church, and I met the Catholic priest down there, Father Martin, for the first time. And we were talking after the service, and of course something come up about the running and the cycling and that. So I just said to him, do you ever done any running? Do you do running, etc.? And he gave me this lovely quotation from the Bible. I think there's a book of Proverbs or something, he said. And he said, whenever people ask him about running, he said, I always quote this line from the Bible, and it says something like, only the wicked run when no one is chasing them. And that did make me laugh. I thought that was very good. So there we have it. I think for me, Cornish dialect of this week, sometime I'm gonna be saying ones that I've said before, but I'm sure I haven't said this one. I thought I'd go for keki. And that is in Cornish dialect. That's if somebody perhaps weren't the smartest, the most cleverest, they'd say, oh, they'm a bit keki. And there's another saying that the equivalent of that kind of thing is when you say, well, they was put in with the bread and they was brought out with the cake. A bit cakey. So that'll be the one for this week. And of course, before I forget, we also got keki tea. And we have that at tea time down here. Now, that's always a bit of a controversy, because down here we was always brought up to as breakfast, dinner and tea. And of course, your keki tea consists of a pot of tea with all stuff like jam and cream, saffron cake, heavy cake, thunder and lightning, splits, well, the list is endless, really. Fantastic. And of course, while I'm on there talking about that, you would have noticed, anyone that in from round here, the Cornish, they always used to flatten the vowels. So instead of cake, it was cake. Instead of mate, it was mate. So say, get on, mate, all right? And I love it. You still got to always remember dear Lillian Carthew. I haven't seen her for ages, but people that generation, they flatten like with David. They wouldn't say, hello, David. They'd say David or Dave. So that's where the keki comes from as well. And you still get quite a bit of it around here, flattening the vowels. You don't realise you're doing it, really. But so keki tea. So there we go. Right, well, I think that's enough for this week. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm not 100% sure what we're going to do next week yet, but I'll sort something out. But I hope you have a good week anyway. Wish you well. Do Guinness. Carnobus Ficken.